Welcome back to an episode of Kate and Isaiah Living Large. I'm Isaiah.
And I'm Kate.
And on this episode, we're going to talk about the Snowball Effect.
Great title.
And how the things that happen over time can snowball and how that affects us.
Yeah.
But before we begin, what's new? What's the haps? How are things?
Well, I have to say, things have been better. Yeah, things have been better. How about you?
Well, you know, I did the 5K a while back.
Yeah, a while back.
A while back now. It's been like almost a month now.
2 weeks.
Oh, okay, 2 weeks. 3 weeks?
It was just last weekend. And this will come out 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
Continuity.
Gosh. And so yeah, that feel good on that. Getting ready to train for the triathlon. Worried about my knee, but we'll see what happens.
Have you talked to anybody about your knee?
I'm not.
Do you have coverage for physio?
I do.
It really is worth checking it out.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like it could be the difference between enjoying the triathlon and the next beer run and not.
Fair. That is fair.
Or doing permanent damage.
Yeah. Well, that's the more worrying part.
Because they just give you because it's not broken or anything, because you wouldn't be able to do what you've done theoretically. But and I say this as somebody who probably should go back to their physiotherapist. So, no pressure other than I think once you know the exercises, it's less
fair. That is fair. Yeah. No, I have a few staff that keep saying, you should probably go get stuff checked out.
You never know. So, okay.
You ready for this emotional conversation we're about to have?
I know. When I told Isaiah what we wanted to talk about today, I couldn't even get through the topic without bawling. So here goes nothing, everyone. So start off last week, which is really a week and a half ago or whatever. Early in the week, I got a letter from Blue Cross saying that my doctor prescribed Zepbound was not eligible to be covered. And then I Googled the price of it, and it's about, give or take, $500 a month. Which is just generally not affordable.
Yeah.
So, you absorb that. And I wrote a note to the HR benefits people at work. Who knows what'll come of it. And, I've talked to another friend who was also denied. So I think it's a common thing. Actually, 2 other friends who've been denied. So I think it's pretty common that has been happening. So that was like a kind of a knock, because it was one of those things that it felt like a glimmer of hope.
Right.
Because I've been feeling, not as I've talked about on this podcast, my knees have been really troubled, and I've just been feeling not great.
Right.
And I pulled out of the beer run, one, because I got a comedy show. But as I said on the cast, I decided that there was no way that was going to be a good idea for me at this juncture. Which, I validated it in my head and I justified on the podcast. But at the end of the day, I'm not a person who likes to give up.
Right.
As evidenced by the podcast 8 weeks before said this, when I said, the only accomplishment is finishing. Yes. So that is a voice in my head that does persist. Despite I being strong enough to recognize when I can't do something, there is a voice in my head going, you are a failure. So these are all the voices in my own head.
I feel like we all have that voice in our head.
I don't know that everybody does.
I do.
I know you do, but I don't think everybody does. I think some people are lucky.
That's true.
I think some people have whatever. There's positives and negatives about all of it. Some people are happy to just go be whatever and do whatever.
That's fair.
So that happened. Got the letter. That was, not great. And there's all kinds of other, everything else is busy and going along at warp speed. And there's a lot of good stuff about. For the record, I'm generally a very happy person, and I'm very content and beyond content with a lot of the stuff going on in my life right now. So there's a full picture here. However, this stuff has been, quote unquote, weighing on me. Da da da. I didn't mean to make a pun, but I did lean into it. So this all culminates Friday afternoon. I'm leaving my office. A beautiful sunny day. My knees are absolutely trashed. And I had done some standing. That's so silly. I had done some standing earlier in the day. More standing than I should and can. And so my knees were especially bad. Neither here nor there. I stopped at the crosswalk, and I could tell the car next to me, there was a bunch of dudes in it. I didn't even look over because you know that feeling, Isaiah, when you can tell somebody's talking about you?
Yep.
Like I could tell they were talking about me. And
right.
I don't even know what it was that made me feel that way, but I could just tell.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Caitlin, stop being so egotistical. They're not talking about you. They have better things to do. Like this is a whole conversation in my head while I'm standing waiting for the light to change. And so when the light changed, I was like, oh, thank God, nothing happened. And just as I started to walk across the street, one of the guys yells out his window, "Waddle, waddle." With everything that had happened earlier in the week, I immediately started to cry, and he was long gone. Like it's such a funny thing when these things happen because like I made a social media post about it, and I am generally a tough, like not tough, but like I am pretty good at standing up for myself. That if it was like a face-to-face conversation, I would have clapped back, and not in a mean way, but I'm like, what are you doing? What would possess you to say that to me right now? But this was such a drive-by, so to speak.
Yeah.
That just like, and it gutted me. Like there were tears all the way down my face by the time I made it across the street. And it's embarrassing, right? And not that anybody's, and a couple of things. One, if I was at a crosswalk and he had to wait for me to cross the street, still not okay.
Right.
But I can recognize that train of thought of like, oh, waddle, hurry the hell up. Like I'm trying to go. Again, not acceptable, but at least there's some like rationale there.
Mm-hmm.
This was completely, I had nothing to do with him.
Yeah, it was
there's no other reason to do that other than to hurt my feelings.
Right. How old were these guys?
Didn't even look at them.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
Okay.
I suspect, honestly, I have no clue. I suspect in their 20s.
Okay.
Based on my side eye glance from like I didn't see a gray hair glimmering in the sun or anything in my peripheral vision while we're in the same locale. But because I thought they were talking about me, I looked over, not at all. I did not. I just like avoid, stare straight ahead, look at your phone, do anything, but acknowledge that there are humans in a car next to you because this is bad.
Right.
Danger, danger, danger.
Fair.
And so then I was beside myself. Like, and this, like, I've had other stuff happen, and I think I've talked about, like, there's an incident a couple years ago where somebody whipped a Reese's peanut butter cup out of their car at me. And there have been other instances where people have yelled stuff at me or said stuff to me online or whatever. There's been that have not affected me as much as this has affected me. Again, to your point, Isaiah, the snowball effect has been profound on this one. And I'm finding that I'm starting to like not be myself. And I mean, I'm sure this will pass because it has to, but I'm almost getting agoraphobic. Like, I don't want to leave my house. I'm afraid to see people. Because I feel like I don't have any protection.
Right.
And I'm already feeling so bad.
It's understandable to feel that way, especially right now. And I said, it's a snowball effect, right? It started back. It started probably before the 5K.
Yeah.
And it's just everything piling up on top of that.
Of course. And like realizing like, and I think it was like just after Christmas where I talked about where I was having a little bit of a mental health situation, which I got through. And like, you know, where I'd been feeling like, well, what if I wasn't like, and I don't feel that way. Like there's no, I think I should be here. And I'm so like, and I did make a post on Facebook, which is also not generally what I do. Usually I try to make it, if I am going to post something, I usually try to make it funny. In this case, I didn't. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I need to post, and I don't know why I feel this need. Maybe it's because I'm a millennial, elder millennial. Maybe it's because that's what we're conditioned to do in society. And maybe it's because I'm an egotistical maniac. Who knows? Maybe because I'm used to living out loud, essentially. Right. And I did make a Facebook post about it almost immediately.
Yeah.
And I've got the best people in the world in my corner.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you scroll through any of those comments.
It's off you. Yeah.
There are comments and there are messages. Lo and behold, then this girl who I went to high school with, very lovely girl, sent me the nicest message. I should have asked her if I could name her, but I won't. Saying that the exact same thing had happened to her that very day.
Oh, geez.
She was walking into Walmart and this young couple yelled like, "Hurry up, fatty," or something like that. And she's recently lost her mother. And she said the one thing that experience taught her is that you're not thinking about all the people who are mean to you when you're laying on your deathbed. So she's like, but she said, it does sting, like no question. And that is like a real perspective. Like this is the other thing that has been snowballing with it, is that I'm having this profound reaction to some idiot yelling something out his window. And now I'm getting pissed at myself for letting this asshat have this level of control over me. Because it's like, that's not it's not me.
Yeah.
Like, how dare he?
Right.
And so now I'm like pissed at myself for like, I can't get through 20 minutes without crying unless weekend. Like, it's pathetic. Well, there's been some funny moments related to it because I can get teary now and then, but I'm generally, like my family would say I'm a crier, but outside of that, my family would say I'm a oversensitive cry baby. In fact, why are you crying? But generally, I'm pretty good at holding my shit together. But my nephew had a couple of friends meet him at the trampoline park, and I went to keep my sister company on Friday night because it's his birthday this month. And so I bawled the whole way from work to there, which I'm making sound like as far as 10-minute drive. And was just sitting in the car trying to get myself together so I could go in. Well, lo and behold, the other kids hadn't shown up yet. So Kelsey and my sister and Malachi spotted me. So they came out to the car and they're like, "Hey, Kate." And I couldn't contain it fast enough. And they're both like, "What's wrong?" And so, it's his party, but I'll cry if I want to, I guess. That's my sister's line. I have to give credit. So all of this to say, friends and acquaintances and so many people reached out after I posted that. And it was so welcomed and helpful. But at the same time, I can't shake this failure feeling, and then more and more, and just not being literally shaky, afraid to see people. Like I had to at a band concert yesterday in Amherst, which I was so looking forward to. It was this Maritime Winds. I've been talking about it. With the greatest group of people, and some of them were in the comment thread saying, "But we get to see you tomorrow, like so exciting." And I had a hard time to crack a smile.
Yeah,
that if you've ever met me, that is just not
right.
Like, if anything, I can be phony. I can smile. That's what I do. And it was a great concert. Everything went well, but I was just like sitting on stage going, oh my God, don't nobody look at me. Like, and usually I love attention. Like, and then today we had a choir thing. I came this close to bailing. Again, I would have to be half dead before I didn't show up to something. Like, that's just not, I didn't bail. I showed up and I co-emceed it and I had a solo and I had all this stuff. And I actually had to step out during the show for one of the songs to sit down and have another cry. Like, I need to, maybe, I don't know. I know I can get through it. I know they just need to do something, but just not fair.
Yeah, no, I think it's a lot. There's a lot that has piled up over time, and I think that assholes like that don't deserve the time of day.
100%.
But it all at the same time, when you're already feeling pretty bad about yourself, and there's already a lot that has not gone your way, that little push can kind of set us on a bad course for a little while.
Yeah. And I think there is some positive here. I do think it's good that I can acknowledge it.
Yes. I
think it's good that I push through and that I don't not show up to stuff.
Right.
It was real touch and go today whether I was going to go do that, because I drove to the west side from uptown bawling the whole way going, I don't want to do this. And it's so terrifying to take that departure from who the person that you are.
Right.
That it's unsettling. And then as I'm talking, I'm like, oh, maybe I should call a counselor.
I mean, that is not a bad thought. I think that's definitely a good way to go for sure.
And and I might do that. I'll probably, there's EFAP at work or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll use those benefits somewhere.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, also, sometimes it's good to cry.
I think
sometimes your body just needs to let all of that out, right?
Yeah.
I think that been
how much water weight I can lose this way.
Not too much. You don't want to go to the hospital and have to get IVs for.
No, don't pump me back up.
But I think sometimes it is good for just your body to let all of that out, and I think sometimes we do need to cry.
Yeah, I think I've been pressure building for some time.
Right. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I could tell you make it too kind of thing. Like, it's so funny. Like, I almost laugh at myself. I often laugh at myself, but I went from I sound like I'm a wreck, but I went from crying in the parking lot, getting in. People who know me really well, like my friend Andrew, who leads the group, was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I'll tell you later," because she could tell. And then I go out, we get up on stage, and I'm like, "Hey everyone, we're doing and some jokes, and then all of a sudden I'm like, "Oh," we've come back, and I'm like, "Oh well, here we go again. Everything's great." And then, but I'm finding that the periods of time where I'm able to deliver that are getting fewer and fewer this week. I mean, it's only been 2 days. For some perspective, when this episode comes out, I'll probably be like, "Oh my God!" I'll probably get messages from a few people, and I'll be like, "Good now." Hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But I do think it's important to share.
The tough times and the good.
Yeah. Actually, one of my good friends who commented on the post, but also texted me separately, was complimentary of me sharing. And one of the things he put, because I was feeling kind of like, oh my God, am I just looking for attention? Sympathy, like easy, cool your jets, Dean. And he said, no, I think it's awesome for someone who's as awesome as you to show that bad things can happen to great people.
Yeah.
And so that when somebody else is going through something, they also can feel that. So like empathy, all that.
Yeah.
Empathy,
yeah. But so I guess let's rewind the tape here a little bit. And so let's talk about the Blue Cross thing. So
Yeah.
so Zep bound was and you got denied that. So the next process is obviously go to your HR and
I don't know if that's the next process. That's what I've done. I mean, I've sent that note already. Have to go back, also go back to my doctor to see if there's anything that can be done in an official capacity or what else is explore other options. Maybe try the Ozempic again. Like there's a lot of what ifs. It's the unknown right now. Yeah. And I didn't have the capacity to call it. Like, I think I got that. I just didn't have the capacity to call the doctor last week.
No, that's fair.
And also I was mad.
Yeah. No, it's fair. Did the denial reason, did they like give you a reason why, or does it just say denial?
Basically just says denied. It says, not that we disagree with the doctor's orders, but denied.
Okay.
But what you think and what you're saying, what you're doing are two different things.
Yeah. So I assume it's because they might consider it cosmetic.
They don't say that, but I think insurance companies are probably the last to catch up.
Yeah.
That obesity is an illness, not anything else.
Well, because I remember, and not necessarily the same thing, but Andrea's has the Libra, and she for her diabetes.
Yeah.
And they would not cover it unless she was classified as insulin dependent.
Right.
Because she was doing Synjardy, which is the pill, but that wasn't good enough for them to be like, they were like, basically, you don't need to test yourself, just keep taking the pill.
Right.
And so she had to be classified as insulin dependent in order to get the Libra covered, which is crazy to me.
100%.
Like, you have to be worse for us to cover a thing that will help you.
Yeah. Well, and that's just it. And like, I get it, it's an expensive drug. Like,
yeah. If I say $500 a month.
Yeah, I think roughly. And I think there are I think there are ways to get a discount code so that you can save $100 of that. Like,
there's ways to kind of reduce it, but
okay, but like $400 a month. Okay. Like,
right.
My mortgage is $550. Like,
right. So yeah, I mean, I guess the real next step would be to talk to your doctor and see what they know.
Is the whole thing, right? For me, it's time. And I know that you got to put time into yourself. It's like, this is really the first time in my life where it hasn't been like, doctor says this, you say this, insurance says this.
Yeah. I think that's a whole other topic when it comes to insurance. I think it's crazy that an insurance company can just be like, nah, I know the doctor says that, but we don't.
No, and I get that they're like, oh, you can try these other things first, and but they don't outline all that. But, I'll have to look at the letter again exactly, but it was very short.
Yeah,
it wasn't
usually denials are pretty just, hey, we're denying you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna really give you a reason, but
no, we're just not covering that.
Yeah,
you applied for this. No. Okay, cool.
So that denial. So, but we got Fit for Less, so we're gonna start Fit for Less. Well,
something.
Is this Fit for Less a 24-hour one, or is it? That's good. I'm
not going at 3 a.m.
I mean, I almost would go to a gym at 3 a.m.
No, I'll be sleeping at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
that's also important.
That's true. Sleep is important. I don't know. I feel, and then I say that I would, but then I'm like, I probably wouldn't.
You would not.
But I
don't want to know who I'd run into at 3 a.m.
Fair. I don't know. To me, it seems like the going like when no one's there feels more appealing to me than
that. I get that too. I wish I could go my first, like, and I'm not like this either, but I wish I could go my first time just with somebody who already goes there.
That's fair. No, that's a valid thing. I mean, if someone, because you're walking into a place and you're not sure how things work, what like the routine is, that it's hard.
And I know they have staff during the day.
Yeah, but it's not the same. Staff can kind of give you guidance, but like if you go with someone like that already has their routine in place, then you can kind of model your routine based off of them.
Right. Because I know how to use equipment and stuff because I've gone to the gym many times and like I've got pretty good that way. And ultimately, all I really want to do at first is get on a recumbent bicycle and pedal
away
10 minutes, 20 minutes.
No, that's fair.
Whatever. Just to get that first
thing
going, get the knees moving, I can do that. I can do it.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's just to sit on the bike and pedal for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
more than I've done.
That's good enough. Like that first step. It's we talk about the negative snowball effect, but also the positive snowball effect, which is you do it once, you do it again.
Yeah. And I've done it.
Yeah. No, it's
like we know I can do it.
Yeah, for sure. How you feeling?
I think better that I got it out.
Yeah.
Talked it through. You're always a wise soul to speak with. I don't know. I know that I'll get up tomorrow and I'll go to work and I'll do my job and I'll do a good job. And I don't have I ordered groceries already this week. I picked those up this morning. Largely healthy, although I don't advise ordering your groceries on Saturday night when your nephew's visiting and he's not hungry yet, but you're ravenous.
Yeah.
Then things sneak into the cart like chocolate drizzled Ritz crackers.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, I had some this morning. They're really good. Or peanut butter filled pretzels.
Hell yeah.
But also cherries and oranges and apples and
good.
Yeah.
Some good stuff.
Some good stuff for lunches and breakfasts and tomatoes and cucumber. But also peanut butter filled pretzels.
That is your protein.
Yeah, exactly.
See, there's a bright side to that. It could be worse.
Oh, it
could have been donuts.
Also, I got ice cream. It's just a small one.
Oh, perfect.
Pina colada.
Ooh. We went to the Sobeys cash and carry and got the like a box of the individually ones. They're meant to like sell individually. You're supposed to like
cool
stores, but instead we just got a bunch. So it's like this little tiny thing of ice cream. So
that's perfect.
It's great. Yeah.
It's like there's a good chance that I sit and eat the
whole thing.
The whole thing. Should I walk back to the freezer or should I just eat it? There's only like 3 spoonfuls left.
Oh, I might as well.
A spoonful is also the size of a scoop, but like
that's spoonful is relative, I guess.
Yeah.
But where can people find us on the internet?
Find us at Kate and Isaiah Living Large, and that we are. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Maritime Brews on all of the social medias. Of course, we still have the Buy Me a Coffee going. If you want to help donate to us to continue to improve this space. As well, if you can like, share, comment, subscribe wherever you're listening or watching this at, that also goes a long way to helping us out. And we appreciate you listening. I think this is like episode like 167 or 68 or something like that. We're getting up there now.
Who knew?
But until next week, bye.